It's October again. Hi there, pretty people. Hi, people who make money. We're going to talk about dogs, the crypto market, Bitcoin, and a few other things. First, though, as we do every Monday, we have to warn you that investing in crypto is risky. A rug pull, bankruptcy, wallet hack, smart contract hack, or just a split coin going to zero can cause you to lose all of your money. Don't risk more money than you can afford to lose. Remember that I and other YouTubers will never message you. We'll never need money from you. All of these are scams, right? We're not going to do any of these. So be careful out there because the market could keep going back and forth. People will be greedy, so there will be a lot more scams and hacks. They're not going to learn anything. Be careful out there. Okay, what do you want from me? Is it a beautiful smile to spread happiness? It's free to like something, so hit that button hard. Monday is a special day when likes are 50% off. Remember that shaking it more than twice is just for fun. To talk about the Shiba shake. Some people might be wondering what he was talking about. The price of a Shiba Inu is now 0.40, which is 1828, which is 0.88% more than it was yesterday. Shiba Inu tried the support zone in an interesting way, as you can see. It was a very strong barrier, but after 5 minutes, it was able to break through it. This kind of happened at the same time that Bitcoin was selling off here. It's possible that that was just something that happened because of the pressure of the sell-off. But things have turned around since then, and Bitcoin is now in a very interesting position. It hit a support level again and was pushed back at 63,800. In other words, the markets are behaving in a very predictable way. What do I mean? In other words, I can see these amounts of resistance and support just like anyone else. Lots of other people and algorithms can see these too. So the market is pretty much stuck in those lines. This means there isn't a lot of extra money in the market. Not many stores are open. A lot of it is algo. Most of the shaking and moving is done by day traders. So we're still not there, still not there, still we're not there yet, even though October is back to being green. It's not quite there yet. For October, we've seen 40%, 30%, and 27%. Also, we saw 5%, but remember that this was a really bad year, right? The biggest gain was 16.17% in 2022. That came after a 40% drop the month before. Okay, 2022 is not a good year. In terms of crypto, this year has been pretty good. On a personal level, today, October 7th, is a day to remember. Things around where I live have been going crazy for a year now. It's been a rough year. Some people around the world have had a rough year, while others have had a great one. They put this show on Netflix now, and there was an episode about the outbreak that I watched last night. I've seen it before. They went back to, though we've only seen the first 3, there are 6 more to come. Now I'm going to try something different. Did they go to 2020? It seemed like the end of the world, right? This happened all over the world. It felt like the worst possible time. We made it through that, and we'll make it through what we're going through now. Keep in mind, though, that if you're feeling like, oh, I'm down, things are not going well, there are worse things going on in the world than this. There are people who have it better than you do. That could be useful. I know it doesn't always help people. You understand that I mean that other people have it worse. As you don't seem to understand my pain, right? You have to think about everyone's pain and situation, but it does help sometimes. That's great if it helps you. It's also fine if it doesn't. Something that's a little scary, right? We've been pulled up a lot on the stochastic RSI for just under 4 hours. Just keep an eye out for that. But if we go to the everyday, we're at the bottom. We did bounce off of 1,500 and Shiba Inu has been up 17% in the last 4 days since the low. That's not bad, right? When you use leverage like when you use our partner Mardex, it gets stronger no matter how leverage Y you went. Still, you need to be careful. This tool can help you make a lot of money, but it can also cause you to lose a lot of money. It's something I've said many times. I've 100x and been sold. If you choose to use pressure, you need to be very careful. For margins, there is no know your customer KYC, but it's not offered everywhere. If you use my link, you'll get $50 when you sign up and another $50 when you put your first $100. If you use my link, you'll also get an extra 20% on all deposits. Also, please trade in a smart way. When you use power, be very, very careful. It can be great when the markets are going up, but when they go down, you're out. If you use a lot of borrowed money, it's very risky. Just be careful with that. Okay, if you click on my link, I'll get paid. It's important to note that they are a partner of ours. At 60,000, Bitcoin did rebound off of that area and get back on track. Seeing as how the market is now at 50, it will be interesting to see where it goes from here. When we woke up in the morning, everyone was like, yay, now there's been a little slowdown over the last 15 to 20 minutes. Before that, we were bouncing and going to the moon. There are more things on the market than just Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, and Ethereum as everything being sold here. I don't understand why or what is going on. As I record this, I don't know what's been going on for the last 15 to 20 minutes. It might be news, it could be a normal sell-off, or it could be news. Let me know what's going on in the comments if you know of any news right now. But very interesting. You should also keep an eye on Sui, who I've been following for a while. He's been putting up some really great numbers. 3 weeks ago, I made 2 videos about it. We might make more videos about it because it could be one of the big dogs in the next few months, but we'll see. Again, I traded it and I had some good trades and some bad trades. It's very unpredictable, so be careful with that, okay? So let's see, there was no CME gap over the weekend, which was another interesting event. We've already talked about how when there's a CME gap on the futures, the market will sometimes close over the weekend. Then there will be either a sell-off or a pop-off to try to close that gap. On a 4-hour scale, you can see that there were breaks between the daily closes during the week, but we didn't see one here. And one closed last week. It showed up again, as you can see. This week there was no break. Things are pretty much uncertain. We don't know, I guess holes will be filled this time. We're not sure which way to go. We're moving in the right way, but we don't know what might happen. We don't know what might happen with the markets. That is important to keep in mind. This graph shows which altcoins are the most popular. It's getting to a very, even though it's not the lowest point, you can see that altcoins have been strong along a kind of trend line. We look at how Bitcoin is doing. Where is it in this place? We can see that it went down a bit and then came back up. And at 58%, it's not quite as high as it has been, but it's getting there. Again, there has always been a pullback in the past. The question is when it will happen this time. The idea is that Bitcoin has been held back for some reason since March of this year and has been for the past few weeks. All of a sudden, altcoins start flooding the market. Will there be a quick rise in the price of Bitcoin? If so, will that bring in Shiba Inu and the rest of the crypto market? I'm going to be watching that. To say it again, I have no idea what will happen. It will be interesting, but I'm not a predictor. What is going to happen with Shiba Inu? Bollinger Bands might show a situation here. If Shiba Inu can break through this red line, that could mean that a breakout is about to happen. Of course, there are the resistance stages. It's hard for Shiba Inu to go below 2000, so can we get back there? You can see many things. Once more though, today might be a day of pulling back. On a short-term level, we might not know what could happen. We've seen that this is the lowest point, the third. It didn't happen then. It wasn't the lowest point of the month on the 5th or 6th. This month is different for the crypto market all by itself. We'll see. No one